Bottom Line, weekdays on LDB TV. Presented by LDB Media Corp.
What's up, y'all? It is January 26, 2021, and you are now watching The Bottom Line, Tuesdays, Fridays, and the weekends on LDB TV. Also, you can check us out on our Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter pages. The Bottom Line, weeknights on LDB TV. Presented by LDB Media Corp. My goodness gracious. Man, I don't know how excited you are. I've been following this movie for 3 years. This is kind of my hobby. This is what I do. I follow Hollywood movies that's going to be this type of epic and this type of big on this scale, especially two big icons, movie icons like Godzilla and King Kong. So I know the world has watched this trailer so many times. I've done watched this trailer multiple times. And I'm telling you right now, guess what I'm about to do again? I'm about to, watch it again. All right, look, I am not sorry. I like the trailer. The trailer is fire. The music hits on the right time. I mean, it shows everything pretty much to get us hyped for the battle. Not because there's a lot of human element. That's one thing I don't like about it, but I think there's everybody's opinion about it. But at the same time, perspective. I know how to get the perspective and revelation at the same time. So guess what? Let's watch this trailer one more time. Just one more time. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on, guys. That's awesome right there, man. That scene, I watch it over and over and over, man. It's epic, man. I like epic movies, epic trailers to an epic movie. Regardless, it's part 4 of the Monsterverse. I like it. I love it. I mean, so far, I'm sold. HBO Max. They come to theaters on the same day. I'm sold, guys. I am sold on it. But, I know how to put things in perspective. That's not what I just run out to do and waste my money on. But the Lord allowed me to get the opportunity. I will watch this movie. It's going to be watched, and I'm going to enjoy it because I have watched this trailer over and over and over. And I know the world, the internet is on fire. And I've seen the reactions to it. You got my reaction, but if you've seen my original reaction to it, my goodness gracious, guys, my goodness gracious, man, you were like, what? Say what? Man, because I like this stuff. I like the concept and like the trailer. It got you like, okay, if Godzilla, is he bad? Is he manipulated? Is he controlled? Is something interfering with his frequency or something trying to control him through a frequency? You know what I'm saying? I like that. It's like Infinity War. It's like how after the Infinity War, when Thanos, how you pronounce the name correctly, snapped. Everybody came up with all these theories of what's going to happen in the end game, what's going to happen here, what happened there. This person's not alive. This person's there. It's got the same style of impact, when you watch this trailer. And this is what I do. I went to school for this. I think I like the production. See, I'm like a critic. I don't really bash every movie come out. It's just the way the movie's edited and put together. That's when I bash it. Because the production value, the production team, and the hard work and sweats and blood and tears that each actor or production member, director, co-director, the whole production team, period, studio, everything put into making a movie, I do not knock at all. I don't knock at all. I really admire behind the scenes work, producing and directing. But what I do have a gripe with is when you put a movie together, you start editing, and putting the wrong parts out. Taking the right parts out and putting the wrong parts in, and the movie is not what you vision, the right vision. Sometimes it's the executives of the studio that want this in, they want that in, take this out, put that in. Then they do a test audience, to show the movie for the test audience, and all of a sudden the test audience boo or give them a thumbs up or thumbs down, what they like, what they won't like. And sometimes, because you got a room of test audience people to test the movie out, don't mean they're speaking for the whole country, the nation, or movie corps out there. That makes sense. So I enjoy these movies. I enjoy every bit of it, especially, when they put the plot right. Now let's discuss the first movie. Godzilla 2014. That movie, it was great in its own right, but overall the human element ruined that movie for me. And when I say it ruined that movie for me, it was all about the humans versus the monster versus Godzilla versus the monster. So it showed the military, it showed all the armed forces going after the monster, and show the star, Quicksilver and Wanda, from WandaVision, from the Marvel Universe, the same people that played those characters played in that movie. They starred in the movie as husband and wife, but then Quicksilver and brother and sister in Avengers. It's funny, it's crazy. But at the same time, though, that element, that human element, takes away from what you're trying to put into the type of movie, a type of franchise, universe, cinematic universe they're trying to build with the MonsterVerse. So, my first question is the MonsterVerse, worth it? Is it worth it? And I'll say it is. And the reason why I say the MonsterVerse is worth it, because you got to do the math. Do the math of how much money this franchise has already made, how much money the franchise already have accumulated over the few years it's been out. Let's go to the math. See, Godzilla, May 16, 2014, when it debuted itself into the Cineplex, domestically total, it made $200,676,069 at the box office, domestic box office. And then internationally, it made 328,400,000. So the thing is, combine that together worldwide, it made $529,076,069. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And the budget was $160 million. Now, a few years later, boom, March 10, 2017. 3 years later, it's always, you see 3 years later, 2014, now 2017, March 16, Kong, Skull Island. Domestically, it made $169,52,812. And then internationally, it made $398,600,000. Total, it made $566,652,812 total. Pretty much a little percentage over the first movie. Now let's journey back down to the third movie, the one that came out a few years ago, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. May 31st, 2019, 2 years ago. Okay, so now let's go back to Kong. The budget for that movie was a little bit higher than the first, $185 million. So you capitalize from the first movie and you capitalize on the second movie, regardless you're introducing Kong into the universe. So basically, you gave each movie, each star, each monster their own separate movie. You introduce them with one, then you introduce the one with the other. Then you come with another part of the movie, another part of the franchise, Godzilla, the King of the Monsters. But I like how they tied from the first movie to the Skull Island, the connection in between the two monsters. You get what I'm saying? Godzilla, King Kong, they war each other in the past. Ancient civilization, they war before. So human element is still part of that war. Now, check this out. Now you go to Godzilla King of the Monsters, May 31st, 2019, when it debuted in cinema and complexes. Now you got domestic gross 110,000. 110,500,000 and $138. Okay, it was a big dip right there from 200 to 169 to 110 million. You know what I'm saying? Now the international gross, you have 276,100. Excuse me, I'm just saying these words. The numbers all backwards. $276,100,000 that this made internationally. Total gross $386,681.39 for the third movie in the franchise. Now, that's a big drop off from the first two movies. It's a big drop off. That's why is the MonsterVerse, is it worth it? Well, combine all three movies combined, domestic, internationally. This movie is a $1 billion franchise. It has made over 1,482,000. Excuse me, 148. You see it on the screen. I don't know why I'm reading it backwards, been wrong, but 1,482,329,019 total. So this is a bankable franchise. This franchise is bankable. It's over $1 billion in gross, combined three movies. But now with all the hype and the epiphany of the fourth movie, which to me is nothing but the sequel to Kong, Skull Island, and nothing but a sequel to that, because Kong is the focus point, the vocal point of of the trailer. So it's more him bashing Godzilla than Godzilla really doing him. So we know that they both will go back and forth in the movie. We can assume they will be doing that. But at the same time, I think that it's going to be evenly matched. I think right now we've seen the trailer that Kong has a weapon. Okay, I laughed at it. I really did. I laughed at it. I laughed at it, and then I saw it, and then I was like, "Wow, what is that?" It's like Thor. Thor had the him that Thor, Stormbreaker, and all of a sudden he's knocking the atomic breath and knocking the mess out of Godzilla. I love it. That's a different element. Some people like some of my coworkers, we've seen the trailer. He says stupid, and I'm like, why is it stupid? Give me a reason why it's stupid. I mean, it's something different. It's something that we need a big part of right now. A creativity. Yes, it's been done before. Kong, Godzilla, they fought in the 1960s. And all of a sudden now it's 2000s, many years after that. And all of a sudden now you got an updated version of their fight and their conquest. And I think the direction that Legendary and Warner Brothers going with this franchise is awesome. I think it's superb, man. Because if you get me watch a trailer more than 10 times, you did something right in the trailer. Now no, hold up. Some trailers, and this is what they do. Some trailers will show you the good parts of the movie. And then when you watch the movie, the parts you saw in the trailer, that's all you saw. And that's the whole movie. And I hope this ain't the case with Godzilla versus Kong. I just hope it's not the case. It's a lot of human element I see, and that's going to ruin the movie for me. I'm telling you right now, it ruined the movie for me in Godzilla 2014. It ruined the movie for me, Godzilla Kong Skull Island, but it was more focused on Kong than the humans in that one. But the human element ruins a good movie like that. Then Godzilla, King of Monsters. It was great to see him majorly in the movie, but at the same time, the human element ruined it. It was a good movie, but the human element made it dry. It didn't release anything. It really nothing. It just humans got to be involved with something that they created and messed up. So that's why I enjoy. I did enjoy the last movie. I enjoyed all of them. First of all, I enjoyed all of them. But at the same time, the human element is the only downfall. So when I seen the trailer, Godzilla versus Kong, I see the trailer, and I see nothing but human elements involved. I know the humans got to do something and get them involved and cause them to come together. But at the same time, let it be more Kong and Godzilla or monsters fighting monsters versus fighting the humans in the military all the time. I think we're getting tired of that element. But at the same time, MonsterVerse is $1 billion franchise that we spoke before, all three movies combined. And with this movie and with the hype behind this movie, guys, I just telling you right now, it's going to be a big time franchise, and we might see another movie. We might see more in the franchise. See, right now, people are breaking down they are breaking down the trailers. They're breaking down the trailers. They're breaking down everything to a point where they're trying to figure out what's in the movie, who's in the movie. Is Mecha Godzilla? Is Mecha Galantra in there? If I said her name right, if it's in that movie, they're trying to pick out all the Easter eggs so they could figure out and speculate what's going to happen. Now, you heard the trailer. Something's wrong with Godzilla. He's hurting people for no reason. Okay. Good element. Because, don't be another Batman versus Superman. I don't want to see another element like that. The whole movie, is human element, and then half the movie, then to the climax part of the movie is them fighting. That's not what we want to see. We want to see them throughout the movie from the beginning. I don't know where they're parting the water and with the ship. Is that the beginning, the middle, or where? Or I don't know where is that. But if that starts off the movie, then the movie looks like it's going to be good on the rest of the way. But we're going to see. Let's hope they just give us a little teaser of parts of the movie, and then it's dry the rest of the way. That movie looks great. The movie looks awesome. Right now it has my attention. It has my attention. HBO Max, or if never know, theater. That movie like that, I think it's better to see in the theater. But we'll see. But at the same time, the next question and the next topic: where does this movie have you excited? Obviously, it has me excited. But does it have you excited? Now look at all three movies and put them together. Were you excited for the Godzilla 2014? Were you excited for that? If you wasn't, then you definitely wasn't excited for Kong Skull Island. And then if you wasn't excited for Kong Skull Island, you wasn't excited for Godzilla King of the Monsters. And then since you wasn't excited for that one, you definitely gonna be excited for Godzilla versus Kong. See, me, I am excited because this is the type of thing that I like, and I'm not gonna say dream or wish because I don't do that. This is type of ethnicity that I want to see in a movie franchise. If you're gonna go big, if this might be the final installment or it might be more, but if you're gonna make another one, and if you're gonna conclude it and close it up, this is the way you do it. This is the way you take two iconic figures from movie from Hollywood, from the monster verses. They fought before, we know, in 1960s. But the next thing I know, you put them in this modern day time. Now you put them together. Now you see, you're going to see, and I'm going to say it again, you're going to see how epic it's going to be. And then did you see, oh my goodness, Kong, how big they made him. He is like equal size to Godzilla, which it balanced things out. Kong is the same size, almost equal to Godzilla's size in this movie. He punched him clean in the face on that boat. He knocked him in the water. Then he knocked him in the head with a rock in the city, and then took a stormbreaker and reflected the atomic breath back to Godzilla, knocking the living Jesus out of him. Now I know that's the trailer, but all this combined, what in the world? If they're not going to be the whole focus point of fighting each other, who are they fighting in the movie? That's the question. See, does this movie have you excited? This is the question. Me, I'm excited because now who's the villain? Who's the antagonist? Who's going to be their biggest foe in this movie? Because eventually they're going to team up and fight with each other. But we want to see them fight majority of the movie before that happens. We know there's other monsters in there. We know the secrets of Hollywood. Hey, we're going to hide it. They didn't do too good hiding Mecha Godzilla. They didn't do a too good job. People already found the Easter egg. Then parts of the trailer, you see the Easter egg in the background, Mecha Godzilla. You see the armor Godzilla back there. So that's why you're like, oh, okay. He's in the movie now. So who else is in the movie from the MonsterVerse? Who else is it from? Something from King Kong, Skull Island monsters? Is it going to be Godzilla's universe from the old movies back in the day we grew up with? Where I grew up with, most of the guys, if you're watching, you grew up with. But the thing is, who is the antagonist? Who is the villain? Is it going to be 2, 3, or what are they going to fight? Or does this mind control over Godzilla? That's what it looked like, mind control. But I'm going to get that in a minute. Is he under a control, a spell or something that's going to cause him to fight? That's the point. All these big movies, especially like, let's go back in the day, like Freddy versus Jason, which is oh my God, the concept would sound great. But when they fought each other, finally got to move together and fought each other. Only one good fight in that whole entire movie, and then the rest of the movie was trash. I say trash. You made Jason the good guy and Freddy the bad guy, which is kind of, you can't even grasp that. Jason Voorhees, a good guy, regardless he supposed to betray a bad guy. He saved somebody's life in that movie. That's why I think that movie was trash. Because whenever he's saving anybody's life, he's always killing them, stabbing them, beating them. But enough with them. Go back to Godzilla and King Kong. Now, what level? What kind of movie are we gonna get? Are we gonna get a war? Are they gonna show out? You're gonna let them show out? Or are we gonna have the human element once again? Just drown it out. But I am excited. And I hope those that have seen this trailer, I done seen it about, 20 times, including on the beginning of the show. I done played the trailer twice. I done seen that trailer about 20 times, maybe 25 times. Because I'm telling you right now, maybe 25 times. That's how good that trailer is. Regardless, it's not that long, it's not that short. But the trailer has got my interest. It piqued my interest. I got to see more. I hope they don't bring another trailer out now. Hold on. Now let's pump the brakes just a little bit. Don't give us another trailer and ruin the movie. That's all I hope they don't do. You already got the internet on fire. You got the fan base on fire right now. Those that like this type of style movies and monsters and stuff, kaiju, Pacific Rim and all that stuff. Don't ruin the movie with another trailer that's revealed too much. Some more stuff that we don't want to see right now. All we was excited to see. Now I speak for a majority of the people that's seen this trailer. A lot of people are team Godzilla and a lot of people are team Kong. They seen this trailer and they were excited about the fighting, about the meeting, just the introduction, just like back in the day, Predator versus Alien versus Predator. I love it how the interaction when they first meet in the movie and it's epic, that epic tone. Dun, 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 dun. Ah! Dun, dun, dun. Turn around, they meet face to face. That was tight in that movie. See, that's why I like that version. The sequel, trash. But the first one was great. Now the thing is how they met, how it's just epic how they met. Oh, Alien versus Predator, and then all of a sudden you tie in their culture, their history together, and now you bridge them to one universe. I like that. That's where I see Legendary and Warner Brothers did to this franchise. They bridge Kong and Godzilla's universe together. Now you have a cinematic universe. How big can it get? Because you know, in Godzilla's world, there's aliens. He deal with aliens because Mechagodzilla is originally from space. So he comes from space trying to take out Godzilla. But you know, in all the old school movies, Godzilla is the bad guy. He is the bad guy. He never, only time he fight for the humans is when another monster attacked the city. And when another monster attacked the city, that's when he stopped his rampage on the humans. Then he goes and attack the monster. But if you hear the dialogue of all the humans in the old school movies, we got to destroy Godzilla. We got to kill Godzilla. We got to take out Godzilla. But then they stop fighting each other to fight the threat and then come back to fight. That's how the movies were back in the day. So this movie reminded me of that. That's what the tone of Godzilla in the trailer. It reminds me of all that. You know, bring him back to who he was. If he is actually portrayed to be this way, let him be this way for the majority of the movie. Let him be seen assumed to be the bad guy. Get what I'm saying? Give Kong some shine. Because like I said, to me, this is the sequel to Kong Island. It's not just another entry. And to me, it's not another entry. It's another entry, but it's just a sequel to Kong Island. It's Godzilla's sequel. Because Godzilla got 2 sequels. Now Kong got to have his other sequel. That's why it's 4 movies. That's how I put it together. So because more focused and based on Kong versus Godzilla, but then it portrayed him to be an antagonist. So now that's why I like it. Just keep us guessing. Just keep us guessing. Just like Infinity War kept us guessing after the snap. Keep us guessing. Come up with theories. And that's why I like. But just don't come out with another trailer. Reveal too much. Come out with the fight. Come out with some more fighting. I get that, but no, not no more of the movie. Get what I'm saying? So now, the next topic that we're talking about, as I mentioned earlier, mind control. Now, back in the day, the old school Godzilla movies, there was a lot of telepathic control over kaijus in those movies, especially over Godzilla. There was a young lady that had telepathic powers that could control and connect with Godzilla. You get what I'm saying? So, are they bringing that element to the movie? Are they building that element to the cinematic franchise that it is? So I think so. Or when they go back to Godzilla King of Monsters and the little machine they made that control all the Titans anyway, is that back in play? You never know. And that's the speculation why I like this, why this trailer is so epic, why this idea is so epic, because now you got to keep guessing. Okay, this is going to happen. I think this is going to happen. I think this is going to be this. I think it's going to be that. I think this is what they're going to do. No, just keep guessing until the movie finally come out in March, and then we watch it, HBO Max or theaters, and then all of a sudden we watch it. Now, guess what? Whatever we came up with, we could be dead wrong or could be dead right. That's why I like that. That's why I like it. I mean, it's remind me of Infinity War all over again. How the trailer came out, then you saw the movie, then the snap, then you had to wait till next year, another year to find out the answers, and everybody's coming up with theories online. Deadline.com came up with theories online. All the reporters coming up with theories. All the fans coming up with theories. All the geeks and nerds. Well, I'm a nerd, but coming up with theories. You know what I'm saying? Just coming up. I like it because you really don't know until they release it, and I like that. So mind control. Is Godzilla underneath a spell? Is he? I mean, now, is this really Godzilla? That's the question to be asked. Is this really Godzilla according to the trailer? Could it be another form of mecha, cyber version of Godzilla? Then when him and Kong fight, he knocks all the skin, the scales off, and then when he knocks all the skin and scales off, and all of a sudden you see the robotic form of the Terminator. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, okay, it's Mechagodzilla, but you just had real skin like the Terminator. Yeah, could we get something like that? Or is it just Godzilla under mind control? Did somebody got telepathic powers? We'll find out. Just don't ruin the trailer. I believe it's mind control. It's something controlling Godzilla, or something is interfering with him that is causing him to go on a rampage. But something's controlling him. That's why I think. It's just like back to Batman versus Superman. Why would they fight? Bruce Wayne hated Superman for destroying Metropolis, or coming down and making them a mess of the city. All of a sudden, he wanted to fight him and kill him. But that's the main thing. That's the main plot. Because he's from another planet. He's unique. Yeah, I got to take him out. That was the whole point of Batman vs Superman to me. It made no sense. Like, okay, he's gonna fight him because he's trying to save everybody, but everybody's getting killed in the midst of his saving. All the casualties in the midst of his saving. Matter of fact, if you want to think about it, Man of Steel had a lot of casualties. A lot of people died in that movie. He tried to save the city or the world, but a lot of people had died in the midst of him. That was a dark movie, man. But anyway, mind control. I believe it's mind control, and I think that I think something's controlling Kong and making him go, not Kong, excuse me, Godzilla, and making him do what he do. But to see King Kong, even the girl. Now let's talk about little girl in King Kong. Is that a form of mind control too? Okay, she's the only one that connects to him. She's the only one that could reach out to him, and he calms him down. And then all of a sudden, here we go. They touching big finger to little gigantic microscope finger to him. Now, she's the key to him. So what's the key to Godzilla? But we'll talk about that on Friday night. We have some more our special guests come up. But right now, we're just going to talk about the mind control. So is the girl controlling Kong? Is she the only one that calm him down like Black Widow and the Hulk? But at the same time, Kong is huge. And then how can you manipulate the mindset of a monster like that? That's the questions we need to go ask for, and we're gonna find out on Friday what everybody else's opinion when they come on board. Now, the next segment, the next topic, and this is what I'm going to just like we did Civil War, Marvel Civil War, Captain America Civil War. Which side do you choose? Are you Team Godzilla? Godzilla! Or are you Team Kong? Think about that. Are you Team Godzilla? Are you Team Kong? Let's analyze this. I like King Kong. I like Godzilla. I like their movies. Grew up with Godzilla movies. Majority of King Kong movies, he's in. Okay, let's break it down. Godzilla fights a lot of numerous of monsters, aliens, and all kinds of things from outer space. He fights those, even Ultraman. He fought them. Okay, that's where Ultraman concept came from anyway, him. So he fought a lot of different bad guys and team up with a lot of heroes. But at the same time, it's the same scenario. He's crushing cities and chasing people. Now let's fast forward to the movies of our time. Now, do I have to mention the 1998 version Godzilla? Because if I do, that's going to ruin a lot of people's mindsets, because that movie was trash. It was hot garbage. So I'm not going to compare that one. It has some good scenes, but what it reminded me of was Jurassic Park in New York. That's all it was. That's what I was trying to copy, Jurassic Park. It made money. Now, get me wrong. It made some money, but that movie was trash. Hot garbage, hot trash. Some of the concept was good. Some concept was not. But over and all, they tried. They made him iguana versus a lizard. But at the same time, 1998 version Godzilla tried. It was okay. Wasn't bad. The acting was terrible. But overall movie, special effects, not that bad. But no, we're not going to mention that. The 2014 Godzilla, pretty decent. I like the way, the tone. I like how it went out. I like how they introduced the monster, the antagonist, the villain, I guess, of the movie. But that's all they showed was the antagonist of the movie versus human element. He really didn't do anything in the movie. Godzilla got beat. Let's be real. If you've seen the movie, Godzilla got beat down. He got beat down in 2014. That was his beating. I think it was San Francisco, the city he was in. He got beat down so badly that all of a sudden he could get mad at the atomic breath and open their mouth and stuff like that. And then that's it. That's in the movie. But he was hardly in the movie. Every time you see him, a door is shutting, you see a glimpse of him. Then you see his spikes. That's it. So lackluster right there. Now let's go to Kong. Let's go to Kong. Now I'm gonna go back to Godzilla because I'm missing some things because I got to be thorough with this. Atomic breath, giant, a lizard, strong, powerful, and could rip things up just like that. Vantage, Godzilla, King Kong. Okay, King Kong. Oh, hold on, back to Godzilla again. Hold on. Godzilla, swim in the water, land, water, and can survive a nuclear blast. Kong lives on an island, really fights the beast on his island, get captured easily. He has a thing for women. I don't know, man. I think I think Godzilla got the edge because you just put a woman in front of Kong, he goes gaga, and you can distract him easily. But compared to the trailer, I don't know yet. I don't know. It's a different Kong. Now, I think you know what? I'm gonna be honest. I always root for the underdog, so I am going for Team Kong because based on that trailer, he's the star of the show. Based on that trailer, he's the star of the show, and he's ripping shop. And I got to see him. He's basically his movie. I don't care. Godzilla is just a co-star, just like Batman was in where Superman was in Batman, where pretty much supposed to be in a sequel. Batman vs Superman supposed to be the sequel to Man of Steel, but technically it's Batman's movie with Superman in it. That's all it was. But at the same time, I'm Team Kong. Because I think Kong's going to bring the pain to Godzilla. Because the trailer shows it. Now they're coming another trailer showing Godzilla putting the pain to King Kong. Okay. We'll see, but I am Team Kong. Now, whatever team you're a part of, regarding the history of Godzilla, and you grew up with Godzilla, that's on you. But I am Team Kong. The reason why I'm Team Kong because I like the underdog, and then two, they made Kong as just as big as Godzilla, and then he got the first punch. Then he knocked him off the boat. Get what I'm saying? Then you hit him aside the cranium again. Then you hit him in the cranium again with his own atomic breath. Back at him with a weapon, a monkey with an axe, with a stormbreaker, gorilla. Excuse me, I don't want to sound racist to the animals. The gorilla has a stormbreaker in the movie that could catch the atomic breath from Godzilla and then knock the living out of it. That's hot. That's an epic scene. I'm King Kong. Well, he's not King Kong. I like the way we'll get to that point later on Friday. Team Kong I'm behind Kong. Kong is showing the thing, doing the thing in the trailer. So if you're Team Godzilla, I'm pray for you because I think the movie's gonna go Kong's way the whole entire movie. Godzilla might get some licks in, might get some good scenes in. I hope he does. I hope he's one-sided like Batman vs Superman was. But yeah, Kong is Kong's movie, and you can't tell me nothing different. He's the focal point of the whole movie, and the trailer speaks for itself. I'm Team Kong. Team Godzilla gonna get beat down, and that's the bottom line. So moving forward, now we say all those things. Who will win? Who's going to win this fight? According to me, I say Kong is. According to everybody else, they want Godzilla. But the way the trailer went, it looked like Kong got the upper hand. But we don't know what the other scenes lies that Godzilla got Kong. We don't know. We've seen King Kong, where Kong by himself on the island or wherever he was at. Then all of a sudden now he got a weapon. So the boat scene, when they fought in the boat in the water, did he swim back to Skull Island? Get what I'm saying? Did he swim back to Skull Island and then got the weapon like that, and then got the weapon teleport him, Bridge Frost, him to New York or wherever, Tokyo, wherever city he's fighting in, and then they start the battle again? Or we don't know the concept yet. We just gotta watch the movie for answers. So I'll tell you right now, I enjoyed it, and right now, who will win? So far, with all the attributes that I gave Godzilla should easily beat Kong down. The 1960 movie, he beat Kong down. Kong got some licks. Kong grabbed his tail, sling him around, threw him. Godzilla came back and atomic breath him, beat him down. Because Godzilla won that fight in the 1960s. The way they got Kong now, in this era, in this movie, heavyweight. It's going to be good. I'm just going to say who will win. I'm going to say Kong, but the movie's going to make it a draw. You know they are. They're going to team up at the end. You know they are. Now, if the whole movie be about them fighting, it'd be great. But it's not. We know that. They're going to make that money some way, somehow. And when they get that money, I'm telling you right now, we want another one with Kong and Godzilla. a rematch or something, not just a simple fight for a good 30 minutes to 45 minutes of the movie, and then you team up for the rest 55 minutes of the movie, but then more human element. That's not winning to me. That's losing, because you're gonna lose me if it's more human element than monster fighting monster. Okay, so Kong, I'm Team Kong. Kong will win, but we're gonna see how the outcome might be a draw. Oh, you can't have this one. Yeah. So anyway, well, you got to, because who won in Civil War? No one really says. Did Team Captain America win or Team Iron Man? No one really said anything about who won the war. Now the airport battle. There you go. The airport battle. Captain America won that one, but then Iron Man fought him in the base where the Winter Soldiers was old hideout. Who won that fight? Because Captain America was given the business for a minute. Then he analyzed his fighting style, and then he beat the brakes off Captain America. Just because Captain America took the shield and smashed him in the chest and all that stuff, don't mean that he actually won the fight. So who actually won? Because Iron Man beat him and Winter Soldier down. But that's another debate. So I believe that Kong is going to beat Godzilla. He's going to be the victor. Then bring the next entry in the franchise and just make it a sequel, or make it another standalone movie, or have them in a movie fighting aliens. And then the next installment, if you live to see that, God's willing, then you make it a sequel to the fight and make it a real fight. But this speculation, that's why I like it. You're just coming up with stuff. That's good stuff, man. I'm excited. So who will win? I think Kong's going to win hands down. Kong is going to beat him. They're going to allow him to be the victor. And then at the same time, after that, when they emerge from the ashes of the city and the people's bones, we'll see who the victor is. But as I say right now, Kong got the upper hand, so I'm going with Kong right now. I mean, when I say right now, I'm going with Kong. I don't care the outcome the movie comes out. I'm going to be a Kong man until the movie's out and finished. So enough of that. Kong won. I don't care what y'all say. Kong won. Next topic. Now, do you remember any Godzilla movies? What's your favorite Godzilla movie? I'll give you a minute to think. If you know any by heart or name title from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s, and the 90s, because there's a lot of them. Shin Godzilla, Super Godzilla, basically. And can I name all the titles? Besides the one that came out recently? I can show you where they at, but the titles of the movie is Godzilla King of Monsters. He had a movie, Godzilla King of Monsters. And then Godzilla, Shin Godzilla King of Monsters, Godzilla versus Kong, Godzilla versus Moira, the butterfly one, and then the three-headed dragon that was in the last movie, King of Monsters. I mean, that's like 5 right there. And then I like the new entries. So, I do like the new entries regardless. So, favorite Godzilla movie, there's a lot to choose from, But I think my favorite of all his entries from this old school to the new school, I'm going to have to pick the movie, the one that he fought Mechagodzilla for the first time. I think that was my favorite one. Growing up watching that one, regardless not like on VHS. Growing up watching that one, seeing where Mechagodzilla first came from, he was an alien. So when he came from space, tried to take out the real Godzilla, Godzilla fought him and he defeated him. But I like that movie. I like the concept of that movie, and that something from outer space had to create something to mimic Godzilla to take him out to rule the world. But then Godzilla is the protective of the world, but then versus destroyer. He's vice versa. So that's what the old school movies was really putting out. That's the revelation I got from him. So right now, he was a protector of the world and destroyer the world. When you do the right thing and you need somebody to stand up for you, he'll stand up for you. But then if you're doing a wicked thing, he gonna go against you and destroy everything you got. So it's biblical basically. I got Bible to back that up, but not because of Godzilla, but the revelation they got it from the Bible. But anyway, enough talk. So I think the title of it. I could tell you about the movie, but the title of the movie I can't tell you. But when Mechagodzilla, I think it's called Mechagodzilla. It might be called Mechagodzilla. If that's the title of it, I'm gonna look it up later on with my research for Friday, because I know my guests can come on. They're gonna have their research. They're gonna have their homework done. So you'll go back and pull out there are history lessons of Godzilla, and then we're gonna have some fun on Friday. But yeah, I think Mechagodzilla is the name of that movie when he first got introduced, and he came from outer space. He fought Godzilla and tried to replace Godzilla first of all, but then they fought, and then Godzilla ended up beating him, and then man ended up building their version of Mechagodzilla through the technology from Mechagodzilla. So yeah, that's my favorite movie of Godzilla franchise. So moving on, what's my favorite Kong movie? Or what's your favorite Kong movie? We got a lot of Kong movies out there. Kong has a lot of movies, and if you want to go back to the old school King Kong movie, the black and white one, which is still a classic, it's a classic with the technology they used to make King Kong realistic in that movie, and that was a classic in the 1930s. And then the Son of Kong, when they're on back to Skull Island, the island drowned into the ocean, and he saved the humans and then died and sacrificed himself. The Son of Kong, the Son of Kong, that's what it's called. Okay, those are classics. I watched them over and over when they came out. Came on TV, re-airs and stuff. I watched that. Then they came up with the 79 remake with Jeff Bridges Kong version, which is basically a remake of the 1930 Kong, and it was pretty decent. It was good. They tried their best with the special effects in that one, and that one did last test of time until, let's fast forward, King, the director of Lord of the Rings, when he did his version of King Kong, and that was a masterpiece. That was beautiful. They right now, I think, as it stands, Peter, what is that movie right there, King Kong, made by the Lord of the Rings director. I know his name. I just a brain fart right now. Peter King or something like that. That is not King, but I get the name. Don't worry about it. I messed it up. Friday, I have it right. But the thing is that his version, 3-hour version of King Kong, is a masterpiece to me. Cinematic, special effects, story. Yes, human element. It drawed it out, but at the same time, it balanced itself out, and it was an awesome movie. That movie was awesome. I enjoyed that movie. That movie just took my breath away when I first watched it. The realistic of the city, the 1930 era. You got the atmosphere, the mood right, and then you got the King Kong. You got Andy what his last name? And the guy that played Swivel in Lord of the Rings and Claw in Black Panther. He the CG motion captures that he did, and to be Kong, to make it more realistic, like he jumping like he jumping and building the building. That was awesome. I think that's my favorite Kong movie. That's my Peter Jackson. There's his name. There you go. I told you it was on the tip of my tongue, and I got it. Peter Jackson, Lord of the Rings. Peter Jackson, King Kong. That's my favorite Kong movie. That's the favorite Kong movie of all the Kong movies. Not ain't say I didn't like Kong Skull Island. I liked it. Samuel Jackson did his thing. Loki, Tom Hollandson, he did his thing, and Captain Marvel, she did her thing in the movie too. The era was nice, the setting was nice, but it was still a good, different Kong movie. But I think Peter Jackson's Kong movie was the best. That is my favorite. I think that's the best of all of them, because if it wasn't made properly, nobody would even want to see Kong anymore. I mean, nobody thought about a monsterverse then when he made that King Kong movie. When Peter Jackson got into that director's chair and put that movie into play, with even when Jack Black played it too. So he did a great job in his role and the character that he played as well. I think all the acting was superb. The area piece, the clothes, the mood of the whole movie was awesome. Even with the Skull Island. Skull Island had its own identity, not just because Kong was there. It had the natives, and then it had its own identity. I mean, the trees could kill you, the plants could kill you. They had bigger bugs, other animals, Tyrannosaurus Rex, dinosaurs. It made it come to life, man. It was awesome. And then Kong constantly fighting 2 T-Rexes. That was epic. Come on. When Kong came in the scene, that movie, don't get me wrong. If I watch that right now, I'm going to fast forward the first hour to Skull Island. And then when I get to Skull Island, I'm going to fast forward a little bit to get to when they introduce Kong. Then when they introduce Kong, then I watch it from there. That's what I do. I'm going to watch it from there. And when I watch it from there, that's where the movie gets better and better and better and better and better. Especially the end. The end is so epic. It didn't rush it. And it's like it has its own epic cinema, just ethicity to it, if that's a word. to it. The end wasn't rushed. Oh, it's Kong. The same old, same old. He's on the building and shoot him with planes. And he falls. No, that was a long scene. That was a long sequence. That was a long sequence. That thing was so long. It was awesome though, because it showed the detail of the plane explosions, what they came to do, what they tried to do, what he did, even trying to save the girl in his hand. But it was the love, was the beauty that killed the beast. You know what I'm saying? The ancient phrase the movie always speaks of. That's the reason why I like that movie. That movie was epic. That movie was real epic. So that's my favorite Kong movie. You know what I mean, there's a lot of them, but King Kong, Peter Jackson's version of King Kong, that's my favorite Kong movie, because I like the I could talk about it for all night, but I don't have all night. So because it's just me. So I'm not gonna do that. So anyway, so what are your thoughts? What is your favorite King Kong movie? Leave it in the comments below, if, those that are watching, and let me know what you think and what are your thoughts on this movie, Godzilla versus Kong. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You show me your thoughts. Talk to me. Give me some answers right now. Talk to me. Got questions, man? I test my knowledge. Because right now, I can tell you about the trailer. That trailer is awesome. If you want to see the trailer again, I can go ahead and click it on right now. We can play the trailer all over again. If you ain't seen the trailer yet, I'll play it. Now, don't play with me now. Don't play with me. Okay, watch this. I'm going to play the trailer then. If you're going to watch the trailer, watch this. Come on. That's epic, man. That is bad. That's bad. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's how you end it, man. A trailer like that that's awesome. See, that's why I have to play it again so you can see the excitement that I got from it. Like I said, I enjoy it. I've done watched this trailer so many times, man. It's ridiculous. So, like I said, if those are watching, man, just send me something on the comment section. How you think about what you think about this movie, what you believe this movie is going to be and turn out to be. If it's going to be another Batman versus Superman type thing, leave the comments below. But if you think it's going to be something different, we're going to introduce something more to the universe, okay, then cool. Let it do it. I mean, let me know. So at the same time, guys, I'll tell you right now, we got 5 minutes left. And since it's just me, I'm going to say this. I appreciate the support I'm getting from a lot of people. A lot of people are telling me that I'm doing a great job, you know, and it's not about me, but I'll go to the Father. I give him all the glory and praise in heaven and in me and in the earth. And I thank God for the opportunity to make sure he gets all the glory, because it's all about him. Because this is something I love to do, especially talk about movies. But at the same time, I got to put perspective in, because he's the reason for the season, the reason for the movies. But I just let you know, guys, man, look, man, this is going to be epic, man. My thoughts on Godzilla versus Kong. This is going to be one of the movies that I'm going to enjoy every bit of it. I've been following this movie for 3 years. 3 years I've been following this movie. I've been checking up on it. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing stuff like this since I was 5. So that's what I do. So I've been following movies, reading about the movies, checking up on the movie, because I'm excited for this movie. You know, I'm not excited more than anything else, but I'm just excited. You know, it's a movie. It's just I like the concept, because I'm waiting for all the revelations and all the mystery and all the plot twist and what's hidden in the dark, that I could figure out what the world's saying and what the enemy is saying. That's why I love movies. I don't watch it for entertainment. I'm just letting you know right now. I don't watch movies for entertainment. There's messages in the movies, and there's things I watch to see what's being said and being broadcast and being delivered in front of people. So that's Real Talk New York. So those that know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean. So the thing is, that's what I watch movies for. I mean, I might be excited with the characters and the character progression, but at the same time, I watch for the message, for the revelation, for what spirits behind the movie, what's darkness of light, or what kind of mindset the people that made this movie and what they're trying to portray to the people, to the TV, to the movie screens. That's why I go to movies for. And watching this trailer, let's go ahead a minute. This is gonna be a big distraction. This movie gonna be a big distraction, and not to me, because I know better. But I hope you know better. But no, just not brag. This movie is going to be great. Just all movies aside, perspective-wise, this movie is going to be, so far, I'm intrigued. I'm excited for it. And I just think this movie is going to be a big, big blockbuster this year. And a lot of people tell me that the movie theaters are dead. The movie theaters are dead. They're not coming back. You know, digital's taking over. True, but not now. The market is not ready for digital only. Right now, the movie theater is going to thrive because the number of blockbusters that's already out there and ready to be released. They trying a different model, movie then home. Okay, you can do that all you want, but it's not going to kill off the movie theaters no time soon. I see if that's going to the case, I give you another 3 years or 4 years for that to happen. But in the meantime, movies like that, Fast and Furious 9, and James Bond, Black Widow, and all the other movies and all the Marvel movies are already being made, filmed, and ready to go out. Nah, the movie theaters are going to take a while for them to go out the way, and trust me, you'll see what I'm talking about. But my thoughts on Kong going to be Godzilla versus Kong. My thoughts. This movie's going to be epic. The trailer's epic, so the movie got to be epic. I call this legendary Warner Brothers Studios. This is their Infinity War Endgame, of the franchise. This is their big dog. So this is their shot of immortality in movie making history. Got two big icons. Warner Brothers put Superman, Batman. So you see what happened the first time. Yeah. Hope they learned their lesson from Batman versus Superman. I hope they learned their lesson. Legendary got a track record. Not 100% great, but they still have a track record. I like Pacific Rim, and they're talking about crossover. I hope they do a crossover Pacific Rim because the same people, Legendary, do Pacific Rim. So Godzilla versus Kong versus Pacific Rim. That would be a great movie for the next entry. What do you think, guys? Leave your comments below, man. Well, all right, man. From me to you, I just say thank you for watching The Bottom Line. Weeknights, Tuesdays, Fridays, and the weekends on LDB TV. Also, you can check us out on our Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter pages. You see at the bottom, the tracker at the bottom. And you can check us out on those anytime. It's going to be some good stuff. Check it out. And then, pretty much you're watching The Bottom Line, weeknights on LDB TV, presented by LDB Media Corps. Hey, God bless you. You have a blessed night, guys. And thanks for watching. And we'll see you Friday night. God bless you. Peace. Salute.